Something that people often ask questions about is why they, in terms of a food addiction, why they particularly raid the fridge at night time or late in the evening, and what is it about, like, even getting up after going to bed and raiding the fridge and sort of devouring everything inside, which is really common. People feel very sort of ashamed and guilty about this behavior or this addiction, but it's very real and it's very common. And there is a link between it and insomnia, because with insomnia, if you're having difficulty sleeping or you've woken up, for instance, at 2 o'clock in the morning and all the world's problems are on your shoulders and you can't really fix them, they're going round and round in your head and you're worrying about this, that, and the other, and you're mistakenly thinking about them is actually going to fix it, which it doesn't. But it's human nature. It's human nature. And these thoughts are going round and round, and it's causing stress, and you find it's difficult to sleep or to get back to sleep. And you may be one of these people then that gets up and goes to the fridge, or maybe one of the people who goes to the fridge before you go to bed. So the connection is that actually food is used as a calming effect, as a sort of a relaxant, because if you're worried or anxious about something, your nervous system is agitated, you're in sort of fight or flight mode. And so the body wants to ideally be in a calm and restful state, because if you're going to bed and you're trying to sleep, that's the state you need to be in. And what food does is it triggers what's called the parasympathetic nervous system. And that's where you're restful and you're calm. And eating food triggers that nervous system. Eating food creates that calming effect, that sort of relaxing effect, and will help you sleep possibly after that. So that's one of the reasons why people can start raiding the fridge in the evening or at night time, and they might wonder why they're doing it. And it's because, underlying all of it, there are some anxious feelings, there's some anxiety or some depressive feelings going on that sort of need dealing with. As I said in other videos, they're buried in the subconscious, may not even be aware of them. Or you may be just so used to them that it's part of who you are and you don't actually feel any otherwise. So you're not able to discern between feeling anxious and actually feeling calm, because you're in a permanent state of almost like low-grade anxiety or depression. So it's quite interesting. It's not interesting if it's something that you're affected by, because it clearly is something that you would like to resolve and is more than likely causing you some distress. But what is helpful is to actually understand that there's very commonly a reason for it. It's not something that you're on your own about. It's very common. A lot of people suffer from it, and it's actually a physiological response to an underlying emotional issue or feeling or something, some discomfort that's within you that you're trying to calm down. So that's why. And food has that sedative effect, I guess is the word that I'm looking for, that sort of relaxant. And, we all enjoy eating food, and it does calm, it helps to calm, to soothe. So that's why you do it. And I hope that's been helpful. And the way to deal with it is to tackle what's going on, what's causing it. So if, for instance, just to touch on what I was talking about yesterday, when swapping addictions, people swap, for instance, from alcohol to food. And it's very common. And it's also like almost substance abuse, for want of a better word, but it's also using an external substance. So you're transferring from alcohol to eating food, because in some way you're looking for a calming effect. You're seeking that calming effect, that a sedative effect from food. And it's an emotional, there's an emotion, the difficult feelings or emotions going on there in the subconscious that are sort of the root cause of it, more than likely. So I hope that's been helpful, and have a really nice evening. Bye for now.